welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, where just about anything can happen. And today, I'm doing something a little bit different for Stampin' Up Sunday. I'm doing two haul videos into one. The first one, I'm going to do a local Stampin' Up store in Poplar Bluff that went out of business. I went into the store. I go in there when I'm looking for specialty items because she usually has what I'm looking for. And I walked in there on Wednesday and was floored to find most all of the inventory gone and to learn that she was closing. Now, she does a lot of her business on Facebook, and as most of you know, Facebook is not my friend. I don't like Facebook, though I am going to be using it more for the creative dreams side of my business. So I had no clue she was going out of business. And so I started with looking at a few papers that I could maybe use for my, for a friend, my like a daughter girl who is going to be giving me twin like a granddaughter's daughters in November, and I'm working on the albums for those. So I picked up papers for hers. Okay, now before I go any further, let me backtrack. That's the first half of this video. The second half of this video is Stampin' Up. It is a clearance haul, and if you've not been to the Stampin' Up website and gone to their clearance section, you're going to want to go, and I will be showing you what I picked up from the clearance section as well as items that I've already had on hand that you're going to find in the clearance section. So let's get started with the local stamp book store first. As I said, I went in Wednesday and I went in looking for something for pink ribbon, and the closest I found was this paper that will work lovely in the pink ribbon books. So I got that. Then I went through, since I found out that everything was 50% off, I found items that I could use in Cassie's books for the new granddaughters to be. And I've explained, I got an empty bag. There's nothing in that one. Oh, man. I just may have to do a trace and copy on that one because I think I have this paper. I also bought, to differentiate between which girl is which, I got Big Sister and Little Sister die cuts to put on the front of their albums. And I already have the album designed in my head as far as the cover and stuff. So this will differentiate between which girl is which on the fronts of the covers, as well as their names, but for now it's a start. And then I picked up things for my girls, for Adrian and Abby, for their albums, because they've just moved back to Washington from Alabama, and while they were living in Alabama, because their mom has government clearance, they got to go see parts of the Space Center in Alabama that most people don't get to see. So I picked those up for the girls' books. Picked up the stuff for the babies. I spotted this in the Halloween section. I love it. It's called Haunted House by Craftin', Best Creations Incorporated. And I went back Friday, and I'll explain why in a minute, and they didn't have any more of this. And I really wanted a whole bunch of this because I see this as making nice journal covers or center signatures. And so as I sat here at home on Wednesday and Thursday, thinking about all the stuff that I saw in that store, and I kept thinking about how much of it could possibly wind up in a dumpster come Friday, and it literally made me sick to my stomach to even think about. So I went back on Friday. But real quick, here's a little bit of what I picked up. I love this bat paper. It almost looks like a stencil, but it's not. I got this paper from Graphic 45. It's from their Enchanted Forest collection. I picked up like 6 or 8 more sheets of this when I went back on Friday. And there's the back side of it. Now, I am not going to go through every single piece of paper here. But as I was going through the papers and finding out what I wanted to pick, I thought in terms of junk journaling, October dailies, December dailies, albums for the girls, that kind of thing. And I thought of everything in sets. So that's how I did my shopping when I was in there on Wednesday. And then, as I said, I kept thinking, while I was there Wednesday, too much to think about. while I was there on Wednesday. She also had a bin of izzix dies, the original izzix dies. Now these retail from anywhere between $15 and $20 if you can still find them available. And I just went through the izzix website looking for their standard dies, and I couldn't find any of them that I had picked up for $1 a piece. Yep, you heard me right. I paid $1 a piece for these izzix dies I'm going to show you. I got the triple stars. I got the double flower and leaf with the centers. I got this triple tag. Now I have the one that has the pointed tops, but I did not have the scallops. And I do still use my izzix dies a lot. This one is the 4 circles, but they also have the rings that you can do. So I like that. They're automatically, you know, 1/8 of an inch separate. Then there's this one with the pillbox hat and purse and platform shoe. Thought this was cute. And I mean, for $1, I'm sure I'll use them somewhere. Then I bought this jack-o'-lantern, and it cuts out the pieces that will decorate the 2 individual pumpkins. The dies are made, the faces are cut to fit these pumpkins. So this one goes here, this will go over here, and that's the pumpkins. And then I got these 2 little bitty pumpkins. I got the little pumpkin and the birthday cake. And it was funny because I've been thinking that of all the dies that I have, I don't think I have one that cuts out jack-o'-lanterns. Now I have 3. And then I got the gingerbread. So that was my amazing haul from the local scrapbooking store. And I'm going to try and move these without dumping everything on the floor. However, that said, I've got to get up to move this top box of all those papers. By the way, when I went back on Friday, all the papers were 30 cents a piece, and I wound up buying 60 sheets of paper. I just went through and I stacked them in sets of 10. Cattywampus on the table, so when I got done shopping, all we had to do was count the stacks of $3 a piece, and that was how I shopped. But like I said, I picked everything out with journals or theme-specific projects in mind. Okay, now to the Stampin' Up. I had a sheet of paper here. Where did it go? I brought it in with me. Hang on, oh, it's right here. Right here on top, imagine that. This is my order sheet, and I've gone through and I've highlighted everything in pink that I bought out of the clearance rack. Now, here are some things that are on the clearance rack that I already owned, and that would be the 1 3/8 inch scallop punch. Do I have a piece of scrap cardstock here? This one is a scallop. It was part of a duo set actually, but this is the only one that is in. This is the only one that's in the clearance. Okay. And then this one is also in the clearance. This is the braided border punch. And I have samples of it right here behind me. It will do this on your page. So I have that one. I think I picked that one up out of the last clearance order, actually. Okay, then I have the cardstocks that retired in June, which would be Call Me Clover, Blueberry Bushel, Pineapple Punch, Lovely Lipstick, and what was the other one? Can't remember. Grapefruit Grove. Those cardstocks are in the clearance rack, so if you liked any of those colors, or you have designer series paper that those colors pair with, you might want to go check out the clearance and grab you some backup copies of that cardstock. I also got this really cool washi. I want to use it in the pink ribbon kit, I think, as an alternate color, and I'll show you why here as soon as I can get it popped open. This washi, see if I can find the beginning. is a petal washi. And it's going to give me a problem starting off. But it comes off in individual petals. So you can make flowers on your projects. And I just thought this was so pretty. I may have to go back and get me another one of those. But that is the pressed petals washi tape. And it comes in the two designs combined. Okay. Then I picked up, because you know that I'm using the petal pink rhinestones in the pink ribbon journals. I picked up a couple more packages of those actually, because I wanted to make sure I had enough if I decide to do kits that I can put some of the rhinestones in kits. And I picked up the petal pink sheer ribbon. So that was out of the clearance. The epoxy hearts, I keep adding those to the Valentine sets, so I'll have those in the Valentine kits. Picked up these best dressed note cards. Let's see if I can pop this one open really quick. And I like these because they've got the watercolor brush tone to them. And the, I'm going to say probably Highland Heather, Daffodil Delight, and there's probably another one in here. Peach, maybe Calypso Coral possibly on that one. And then they have the coordinating envelopes, and you know, these are going to make great pockets or mini journals, just like they are. So there was that. I picked up more of the heart doilies. These are white on the back, and then they're in the Calypso Coral and the real red. Library clips. Did I pick up two of those? I did. These are really super tiny, so they're perfect to go in a journal. Look how tiny these things are. And I don't have a ruler here handy to give you an idea of how long they are. I'm going to say maybe a little over 1/4 of an inch wide. And you get 36 blend of silver and white in each one. And I picked up 2 of those so I'd have some to put into kits. But they're small enough that they're not going to provide a lot of bulk in your junk journal, but would be great on the top of a tag. Let's see, which one is this one? That one's not clearance. That one's not clearance. Okay, I told you about the cardstocks. I did pick up 2 packages of those cards and envelopes. I thought I had another ribbon here. The gemstones, the petal pink metallic ribbon, the library, the heart doilies, the best dressed cards, my heart faceted gems, the washi tape, the epoxy droplets. I did get 2 rolls of that petal pink ribbon too, since I'm using it in the book. Okay, so there are a lot of things in the clearance that I have not shown you that you're going to want to check out. I'll leave the link directly to the clearance section in the description box below, as well as all the other information. If you do not have a demonstrator to work with, I would be happy to help you out. And my information is down below, that just when you go in, click on Find a Demonstrator, and then it'll give you a prompt to go through and add my information and take you directly to my store. Because I do not have a demonstrator website through Stampin' Up, I do not have a direct link to my store, but just put my name in, Find a Demonstrator, we'll get you there. I can only help you with orders in the United States. Canada, European, Australian, other countries will have to go through their country. But if I can answer any questions, leave comments down below. I get to my notifications every day. I check my YouTube mail every day, check my comments, and I try to reply as much as I can. So there's that. Now, next, I got more of this fabulous metallic mesh ribbon, and I've got one open over here that I just love. As a little boost for my downline. Rhonda last 2 weeks ago when she was here, I let her use a bunch of this on her Halloween projects because she had not ordered any yet. I'm willing to bet by the time she played with it, she probably ordered some. This is from part of our Halloween collection. This is the metallic mesh ribbon. So I have that. And I ordered, which one is this one? Pool Party. And I love this one because it's a sheer ribbon. I gotta try and get underneath the edge of there without, there we go. And I have to try and make sure that all the plastic goes in the trash can so my little kitty cat doesn't suck it up. But I love this Pool Party, and you're gonna see why in just a minute. Aside from the fact, I just love Pool Party. I think this is a beautiful color. I use it a lot. So that's the Pool Party ribbon. And I bought it because of Well Done. It's the third in our underwater series. I also have the mermaid set, and I have the one with the octopus that was from last year and all the corals. This also has a die set. That's plaid. No, I take that back. This does not have a die set. Instead, it comes with a punch, with the whale punch, and you can buy the two as a bundle and save 10%. And this is the whale punch, and let you add some dimension to your items. So now I have, so far I have all three of the marine life sets that we have, if you want to count mermaids as marine life. And then I have the Well Done, or Whale of a Time sequins. Make sure I get it right side up or I'm going to have sequins everywhere. But it has these beautiful little mermaid colors. This would be perfect if you're doing a mermaid journal, to do a shaker pocket. Look at that, even the little, I don't know if you can see those, even the little, like clamshells in the pinks. I love these are gorgeous. I'm going to have so much fun playing with those. Now, get that closed back up before I lose stuff. We also have this embossing folder. I know I need to take it out of the plastic. Hang on, because otherwise you get a glare, and I apologize. This is the Seabed 3D embossing folder, and it will give you a nice textured background. Like if you were doing a back sheet on your aquarium, this would be gorgeous with a card. And then I have the paper that goes with this, and I had not ordered this paper yet, so this was, it comes as a 6x6. It's called Whale of a Time, and it's all part of this Well Done suite. Another one of those where you could just add some images, add a sentiment. School of fish, the seaweed, netting or scales, either one. More schools of fish. These will match in the punch, so you can use the punch to cut these out. You don't even have to stamp them. You can just cut those out. The jellyfish, the waves, some really pretty papers in here. I wish we'd had some of these papers when we had some of the other items. So I'm looking forward to playing with these. And this is the Whale of a Time Designer Series paper. And I'm going to set that back over here so I repackage that later. The other thing I bought, we used to have, oh, this is another, I forgot I'd ordered this. This is the From My Heart Specialty Designer Series paper. It is 12x12. And it is also in the clearance. And I ordered 2 packages so that I made sure I had enough to do Valentine journals and put together Valentine kits. So, there is that. I think I bought 2 packages of that one. I did. Okay. What's this one? What's this one? Oh, another package of the gems. The cardstock colors. And if you're not in Stampin' Up, this is the Call Me Clover. This is the Pineapple Punch. This is the Blueberry Bushel. So glad that was in a plastic baggie. And this is the lovely lipstick. And then just so you know, this is the Grapefruit Grove. These are the 5 colors that are discontinued from Stampin' Up, but are in the clearance for as while quantities last. So you want to make sure you snag those if you have the designer series papers that use any of those colors. The other thing I bought was Best Year. Hadn't thought about this one. And I'm not sure what it was that made me buy this one. I think it was for this one, for encouraging, wishing you your best year yet, for encouragement cards to business coworkers. And then I thought I had ordered this the first time out when the catalog first came out. This is the Best Plaid Builder Dies. And I don't have the catalog handy, but what they allow you to do is cut out this plaid formation, and then you can cut this out in a coordinating color and lay over top and create your plaid design. And I thought that was really cool. I'm really going to look forward to playing with this one. Yeah, I can't get to a catalog right now to show you what it does, but be looking for that in an upcoming demo class. So, that was my Stampin' Up! Haul for this week. Next week there will be a project of some type, but I wanted to get these shown before I put them away. One other item, if you had our detail brush before, that's got my sponge, where's my die? There it is. Where you roll it across the foam and it took out all the little bitty bits and pieces in your really fine detailed dies. It was originally when we carried izzix products. Mine just shredded apart when I was doing the belly bands for the September journal. Well, now we have a little bit heavier foam, for one. And then our new tip, it's the same kind of brush, but I think it's better quality made, for one. And it's made to go as an interchange on our pick tool. So I can just screw it into there. This gives me a little bit longer handle as well. And then you roll it across your die and it helps knock out all those little bitty bits. So I'm ready for this one. I've never used the sticky end of that. I just use my little needle tool and get up underneath things. But this I think I'm going to love now. So I have that, and now I've got to figure out where to put this on my tool cart that I don't lose track of it. Because that's, you know, one of the things I would do. In fact, I'm going to put one on the tool cart, and I'll put the backup down here with the backup pieces to my Take Your Pick tool. This is the Take Your Pick die brush tip that fits inside of our tool. Good enough. Okay, that's going to bring you up to date for Stampin' Up! Sunday. Mondays, there will be videos now. Mondays are reserved for the monthly challenge. I didn't want my channel to be all about the monthly channel, so I'm changing things around, or the monthly challenge, so I'm changing things around a little bit. Monday's monthly challenge, with what I'm working with Dear Julie. Tuesdays are going to be a 10-minute Tuesday. We are going to try throwing cards together in 15 minutes or less, but 5 of that minutes is for gathering your supplies, punching your details, that kind of thing, and putting your card together in 15 minutes or less. Wednesdays, there will not be a YouTube post. Thursdays is going to now become a video for my design team challenges, so that I can start posting things that I am creating from the digital kits from Dear Julie as I'm on her design team. And then Fridays are going to be Friday Freebie. Never know what you're going to find on Friday. Saturday will be Shout Out Saturday and a project or something of some type. I may even eventually get into doing scrapbooking on Shout Out Saturdays. And Sundays is going to be Stampin' Up! Sundays. So I hope you'll, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I hope you will. Shout Out Saturdays is where I give a shout out to all my subscribers. I pick 5 names every Saturday. And I'd love to direct people to your channel if you have one. Also, and if you have a blog, put your blog, leave a comment below and put your blog link down below, and we can share it that way when I do, if I pull your name on a Shout Out Saturday. And remember to like this video. And when you subscribe, make sure to click the little bell for notifications and click all notifications. If you've already been a subscriber and you're not getting notifications about when new videos go up, unsubscribe, wait about an hour, come back in, resubscribe, and reset your notifications. And that should reset the algorithm with YouTube. So, I will see you back here tomorrow with where I'm at with the pink ribbon journal stuff that I'm working on for Dear Julie Julie's September Stash Buster Junk Journal Challenge. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Creative blessings.